Welcome to the Russell Hant Show. We have a beautiful guest tonight, Libby from season 36, Ghost Island. How are you doing?
I'm so good. Thank you for having me. How are you doing?
Doing good, doing good. So we're going to predict what's going to happen next episode. Oh, got some wine. That's good.
Okay.
All right. So the good thing is we already know that they're going to merge, so we don't have to worry about breaking it into different. I don't know if you know yet, but CBS has released pictures showing the merge feast. I don't know if you've seen that
Yeah,
yet.
I saw some of those. Yeah.
I love the merge because I don't know. Did y'all get a feast?
Oh, yeah. And our feast looks exactly like that because I'm pretty sure that they're merging on the same island that we were on.
Okay, so I get super excited when I see the feast because it's when you played the game, it's a big deal. It's a huge deal to get all that food. So
I still dream about we were eating things we didn't even know what they were. We were just like, this sounds great. Like that looks good. It's edible.
So I seen the feast. When I seen the feast, I zoomed in on everything to make sure an idol wasn't there.
Oh yeah. Did you find one?
I hate that though. I hate that I find one. You never know. I hate the fact that you have to enjoy your feast and worry about everybody looking for an idol at the same time. You know, yeah. I wish they was like, okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to don't worry guys, just enjoy yourself. There's no idols or anything, but it's not like that. It's never going to be like that.
It's never like that. And I think that the winners now, that's sorry if you hear a jingle, that's my dog. He of course wants to play right when I go live. But yeah, I think that it being a winter season, they're especially paranoid because they know when it was our first time, you caught people so just oh, it's the merge. Wow, I made the merge. Oh wait, that's a third. Okay, subtle. But I think that you're just whatever. We've already done this. Find the idol.
So when you did your feast, what did you look? Was you looking for idols?
I mean, sort of, but I was right in the middle of everyone, and finally you're back seeing the people that you were divided from. So I remember I was sitting and Jenna was way at the end, and her and I were wait, we can play together now. Hey, and we were trying to be able to talk about that. So we were looking for idols, but then I mean, personally, I was so hungry I couldn't even. Right. I just remember that. But then I remember I looked in the bigger canisters of stuff just to see if they were there. But I was oh, this looks so good. Let me look inside. But super obvious. So I was they're not gonna think I'm looking for one. Nobody thinks.
All right. And okay, I want to introduce you in the middle here. We got Devin. He is one of our patrons. They come join us.
Nice to meet you.
And he said you got blindsided. What happened to Libby?
All right, so Libby, I think you got one of the worst blindsides. I mean, I would say top 3 for sure. That was just brutal the way it played out. Did you see it coming at all?
So every time I went to tribal council, I knew I was getting a vote. It was always just okay, who's going to vote for me this time? Not that I've done anything to make you vote for me, but I just know that either you're going to vote for me or you're going to vote for me. And so I just but I never knew that day that we got voted out. It was just or that I got voted out was just such a mess. Michael was lying to people. People were running around everywhere. We were trying to decide who was voting for who. That I knew I was something just does not feel right. I don't know if it's it's me or what, but it just doesn't feel right. And yeah, I really didn't see it coming, but I always sat at tribal knowing I'm going to get a vote. I just don't know how many I'm going to get.
And do you take that Dominic, it was Dominic that said that you're poverty 2.0?
Yeah.
You take that as a compliment?
Do you think?
I do. But I wish that I feel I could have lived up to that a lot more if I would have stayed just a few more days.
You have to flirt.
It would be a huge compliment that I wish that I could have proven more to people because I'm glad that they saw that and they saw it on the island. But honestly, I don't think that my edit really showed that. So then people would be like, wait, what is he talking about? But I know that like on the island, I was like, okay, I can see that.
Well, you have to.
Yeah.
I remember Natalie White when she was playing. I don't want to get into, her win or anything, but I remember when we were merging, I was like, please go up to them and flirt.
Yeah.
Like, just go up to anybody. Just pick one person, and help me with one person. I remember just pleading with her, go sleep by the dude. I don't know. That's
like, I mean,
it's
and that
simple.
was
It's simple.
Hold on, I'm gonna hold my dog for a little bit. Hope that's okay, because he's gonna pop in. So I remember that was like the opposite for me though. It was like I slept by Michael at night because first of all it was freezing. Second of all, it really was so cold, and I was always like so cold that like he was the only person I like wanted to like lay next to, because I mean like Jonathan's not gonna keep me there. So I just was like, I mean, I think that I was trying my hardest ever to like be around Michael, but like everybody was like, they're for sure together. Like literally I could stay up all night, nothing was happening because but I mean, that was just Kellen was flirting so much more with him than I was. And like, but I mean, that's a whole nother thing. So I'm pretty sure it was Kellen, Des, and Chelsea who voted for me. So I think that like it was just all girls.
Oh, wow. So we have another patron just made a comment that said Libby is way hotter than Bob. There you go.
Thanks.
So we're going to get into the episode, or what's going to happen here. Everything's coming together. They're all merging, so it's just really one person. We're going to go with who do we think is going to get the benefits to this merge, and who is in big trouble with this merge. And you can have a few people. I have a few people myself. Now, I think that Adam is definitely benefiting from the merge because he's in trouble. He's been in trouble the last 2 weeks.
Oh yeah.
Like, and the way he's playing, it's like, I do a thing every week. I break down every episode and I give someone it's called the Russell Crown, best player of that week. And Adam's gotten that crown because I appreciate the fact that he's fighting his way. He's fighting, and he's scratching too. He's not just rolling over, so he's doing it. But this last episode was pretty brutal for me with Adam because it was one of the worst performances of all the episodes so far. Why are they making people drop their drawers and looking for idols? Hey, you have an idol? Pull down your pants. Let me see what's going on. Like everybody is freaking.
But Adam and Ben are a hidden bromance because they're always stuck together. They're like, they showed it too in the preview that Adam says he's going to be with Ben again for an alliance because everyone else already made their alliance. And I love that. It's like a hidden bromance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. Like
Adam and Ben? I don't see them.
Adam doesn't like Ben. I don't see them staying together, but Adam doesn't have a choice.
Yeah.
Right.
I could see like Adam, like the new, now it's like, okay, now really the new and the old are going to be playing against each other. I can see like Adam running Wendell because Adam and Wendell both play so hard and they play with their emotions that they're either, like sometimes it's good for like Kim and Tony playing together because they're opposites. Kim is silent and very like strategic, and Tony's just like all over the place. But in Adam and Wendell's case, Adam and Wendell are so much alike that they can just go together and like play with their emotions and play hard. And like I could see that happening.
Yeah, the Wendell thing is really confusing to me because, I mean, look what they're doing. I mean, they're not making him look good. No. It almost looks like an abusive relation. I've said this before. It almost looks like an abusive relationship. Now, they called me and Parvati an abusive relationship, but we were tight the whole time. We were running together. So we never did, like when you watch them, Michelle and Wendell, when you watch them talk, it's like, I don't know. I'm seeing something different, maybe the most. I don't want to be too, I don't want to hurt too many people's feelings, but it does look like that she's just doing what her man wants to do. Like, I'm just going to go ahead and go this route because, I mean, am I off foot or?
I think it looks like they're crazy. Like they're playing polar opposites where you're not sure if Wendell is the jerk or you're not sure if Michelle's kind of the crazy girlfriend.
I don't see the crazy girlfriend myself.
Okay. I felt really bad watching that. I was like, "Whoa, she's not gonna do that. She's not gonna do that." And then she did it, and it was like I
wanted her to vote. Yeah, I wanted her to vote Wendell out because I was like, just vote him out. And I text her right when it happened, and I said, "That is not a good look for you." Mm-hmm. And she said, "I know." Oh. It just.
And I think like when you're out there, it's like at that time, you know, like you could play like 2 steps ahead, but at that time, she just kind of like, it seemed like she just let her emotions kind of take control. But I really do think like Michelle is really in it to like, I mean, whatever she said at the end of the show or that episode was really powerful when she was like, I feel like a lot of people don't think that I deserve to win the first time, and I want to show them why I won the first time when I won the second time. And like, I think that, like that was really powerful, but I think that when she voted with Wendell, it was kind of like, wait, like
exactly. I felt the same way, but I also had a guest that said you can easily, especially out there, especially starving and you're hungry, you miss your family, you easily swayed. Wouldn't it be fair to say that maybe she's just going with what she knows instead of going a different route to where she just don't know the outcome at all? So maybe she's just like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and trust Wendell just a little bit more. Maybe we can, because one time in her life, she had to trust him. Once in her life, it had to have happened. And it's right now, it's just not. I played the game. You played the game. I understand her making that move. It just, I didn't. I was hoping that she went ahead. And I know you're good. You're cool with Wendell. You're good friends with Wendell.
Yeah, I am cool with Wendell. Like he's one of my good friends, and like I've seen him and hung out with him a lot. Like outside the show, he's even made me a piece of furniture. Like he's such a good guy. I think that he's playing really hard this game too, just like Adam, like playing a lot with his emotions. He gets really mad when he plays the challenges. He's very outspoken, and I think
did he always get mad like that? Because he get mad a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I know that when we were on the island, he wasn't like, he was very silent. Like we would find him by himself all the time.
Wow.
On the island, so like making jewelry and things like that. So like seeing him this time around, like, wow, it's a different Wendell. I haven't really seen that side of him, but I mean, like now I just think that he's very confident. Like he's out there, he's on the same island that he played on. He's playing with people that he's hung out with. He's fresh, new. Like I think that he just has a lot more confidence right now, and he's not afraid to say anything. Like the first time he was just really happy to play. He's been wanting to play for so long.
So, like as a fan, my perception is going into that last is that he played so hard, kind of like when Yule got voted out. He played too hard. People noticed. And I felt like if we didn't merge this next episode, it would have hurt Wendell because people were on the fence about him.
I think that the merge is going to hurt Wendell. I think he's going to be, because I think that Michelle is going to, I'm hoping that she ends up I'm hoping that when Wendell goes home, I want it to be because of Michelle. And I think the world agrees.
Oh, yeah. I mean, every girl, she's playing an ex-boyfriend, basically. I mean, like, they keep saying that, oh, we went out for a short time. Like,
they just kicked it.
All like it is, your ex-boyfriend. Every girl wants, like, her to show him, like, show your ex-boyfriend, like, play. Like, that's just a badass. Like, girl move. Like, I think that's
Yeah.
like, if Wendell does go out and like, I mean, I know nothing, but like,
we don't know.
I think that like, it's going to be because of her, and it's going to be like some other girls, like even maybe Sarah or so, like it's going to be one like not long-term alliance, but short-term alliance is going to like vote him out.
Okay, I want you to put in your head right now, Libby, just think of it. You don't have to say any names, but I want you to think about the worst relationship you ever had in your entire life, and then put that person out on an island with you. Now, could you, and you're on the bottom of that alliance. Would you work with that person?
Gosh. Oh, what a, like that had to suck for Michelle. She's like, I'm on an island.
Right.
Like, wow. Yeah. I don't even know. I can't even.
You can almost see it in her eyes.
It hurts to think about it.
But you can see, Wendell's a great guy, and I'm not taking anything from Wendell. And I'm sure he's had great relationships in his past. But whatever happened in that relationship, you can see it was bad. You can, and I'm positive it wasn't have anything to do with abuse or anything like that. So I don't want people to think that that's the case, because I don't think that's Wendell's style at all. It's just, you can see that Michelle was hurt. She even said, I was burned a few times.
Mm-hmm.
So there's only one other thing I can think of, but I'm not going to say it out loud right now. But
yeah,
you see how tough it could be for her.
For sure. But do you think that like she's kind of getting? I mean, do you think she's kind of getting a winner's edit? Like,
the last episode, I was giving her all the credit in the world. Matter of fact, the first 3 or 4 episodes, I did a top 5 that I thought was playing the best, because her and Jeremy, I think they were controlling the show. At one point, and I think it was more Michelle than Jeremy, actually, because I would go back and watch the secret scenes and I would see what she was doing. Now, I just didn't like it that it looked so bad, and she had a chance to step up. That was her chance to be like, I'm playing this game for me. I told you I'm playing a better game, and I'm taking them out right now. Mm-hmm. But she didn't do that. It may be happening sooner than later, because the merge is happening. Now we have all types of things that could happen. She might have thought, I need him right now. But she went from on the bottom to being a swing vote. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty, do you give that credit to her, or do you give that credit to Wendell? She was just saving herself.
Yeah, like Wendell needed her, and she like kind of came through. I don't know if she's going to be someone that's going to be like, hey, now you owe me, or like now I have control. Like, you don't think Michelle's that kind of, or
I don't think she's the kind of girl that's going to say, you owe me one. You owe me. Because he's the kind of guy that's like, hey, you out now. Now I'm going to work with something else.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very, I mean, I can see that happening, though. I like hate calling Wendell out on that, but like any guy, any person now is like, especially because it's the merge and he's scared for his life and he knows that she probably regrets voting with him. He's probably just going to count her out anyway. So yeah, I guess like, I mean, I don't know. I just feel so bad for that situation.
From a female's point of view, watching it, that's why I asked you that question. I'm so curious, and like, what is going through her mind? Like, she says that it was that she got burnt. So obviously it was a bad relationship. And do you think that it's affecting her gameplay at this point by keeping him in?
Maybe. Obviously it's distracting her. Like, I think that now she's like, that night she probably laid down and she was just like, what the frick did I just do? Like, why did I just vote with him? What could I have done? Did this hurt me? Did this help me? And it's eating her alive. I mean, like, any girl that did something that like what she did with Wendell, she probably feels like that was her chance. And now she was just like, well, I don't know. I think that being a girl and being in that position, you fight your decision. I don't know. And now like she's probably very grateful that it's the merge, so she can just like run and start over and like gun for Wendell.
But Michelle was my pick for the best imposition of the merge because she was stuck. I mean, I felt like she was stuck more than anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
I think Michelle's in a really good spot now. Really good spot.
Yeah. And I think that now she's done something. I mean, she like they though like they voted together, they voted out like Boston Rob. Like, whoa. Like I think that now it's just like now she just can like go back and say like, all right, this is what we did. Now she has something on her resume and now she can move on.
Right. Yeah. So when who you think is on the outs of this merge?
Ben. I think Ben.
Who?
Ben. Like who? Like on the outs of this merge? You said.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
who do you think's in trouble with the merge? Like who's in trouble?
Yeah. I mean, I think like I know we talked about Adam and Ben working together, but like I think Ben kind of has. I don't think Ben has a big advantage in this merge. I think he might get the. I think he might get the merge boot, but like I'm trying to think like. That's just like my thought. I just think that like Adam is gonna run and he's gonna find somebody. Ben, I just don't know who he would like go automatically with if it's not Adam, and they don't really like each other anyway. Yeah. So
nice way to put it. Libby is nice guys finish last.
Who do you think is on the out then?
Man, Wendell's like number one. I mean, I just think he dug himself a grave on that last photo where he goes in with people so skeptical about him that it's hard for anybody to make a alliance with Wendell.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so now like going back, I like hate to bring up my season again, but like going back, do you think that Wendell kind of like is a Chris where like now they have the chance to vote him out, they're going to?
I don't know. I think it's really hard to say because I love Wendell's move of calling Chris out. Like that's what I remember a lot about your season is the call out of Chris being a bad rapper.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I don't know. It's really tough on that one. You're playing with winners and everything. I think the game changes a lot when it comes to a merge because it's played a lot more in depth than me as a fan. We can see.
Yeah. Russell, what were your thoughts on the previous episode of when like Sandra quit and everything?
Really? You ain't been watching my YouTube?
Yeah, I didn't watch all of it. Okay.
Because it's
I watched some of
my fastest growing videos.
I knew you were
one of my fastest growing videos right now, and I have Sandra's picture and quitter across it. So, but the thing is, this is why people quit all the time. Now, the people that usually quit the game, they're it's to me, it's like they shouldn't have never got the shot. I'm a little upset about it, but because other people want to play. Now, when Sandra quit, it was a little different because she's an OG. She's the queen of Survivor. She is a 2-time winner. I seen the quit in her eyes when I played with her. On my video, I even said it. I'll tell you. Everybody else knows, but I'll tell you anyway. When we did Heroes and Villains, Jeff says, "Who would quit this game right now for two movie tickets and $50,000?" She raises her hand.
Yeah. Wow.
Yep. So it's in her. It's who she is. She sits out every challenge. She's not the kind of person. As long as it's not me, she sits there and she'll sit there at camp. Hey guys, whatever you want. And then challenges, I'll just sit out. I never can respect that type of win, and I never will. Yeah. And especially now that she quit. Do you think that it takes away from her legacy?
Oh, 100%. I think like she'll always be a legend. Like Sandra, noted player, always. But like, I guess that I think that quitting kind of just shows that do you really love the game or do you love being on? And I think that that's the only thing that really takes it away from me. Is like, you just wanted to be on it again because like you're a legend, or did you really like love Survivor and you wanted to play again? Because there's so many people who love the game and want to just literally be on it and like and win and try and get back into it and prove themselves. And like that was just like hard for me to like accept, because I'm like, okay, she just like loves being the queen, and she just
because that game. When I played, and I'm sure you know this too, you did it, I gave my heart and soul. I was out there. I was playing. I was really playing. So when we see supposed to be one of the greatest walk off, then it's like, it's hard to take. And that's the thing. Sandra's a great person out the game. I've spent time with her out the game, her and her family, her kids. They're all wonderful. They're fans of the game. Great family. But inside the game, you're exactly right. She just wanted to be the queen of Survivor. She didn't actually want to play. She just wants to sit there and let someone else take her to the end. Now I get a lot of hate on saying she's a quitter, because some people say, "Oh, she didn't quit. She didn't quit because she was voted out." Guess what, guys? We got voted out Redemption Island too. Redemption Island. What if I would have walked off if I would have walked off of Redemption Island? You don't think people calling me a quitter?
Right. I know.
You get roasted, Russell. You get thrown on a pedestal. I would get
roasted.
So, okay. So can I go back to now, like where we're at in the games? Now I have a question. So do y'all think now with after the merge, do you think they're going to bring in a person from, like,
I think this is what I would like to see. I would like to see the merge feast happening, and then Boston Rob walks up. Because then all of a sudden, and this is something we can implement in this talk, all of a sudden Rob's at the bottom of that list. He's going home next.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Wendell would love seeing that. Like, Ben, like people that are like kind of, I guess everybody would, but like, I don't know. I just think that like if Boston Rob goes back in there, like he's going to be playing hard, and it would either be like super extreme and he make it like really far because he like they want to, or he gets voted right back out, and it's just like a disappointment.
Yeah, but if Boston Rob gets to the end of the game, they can't say, I'm going to take him to the end because he's easy to beat. No way. If Rob gets to the end, he's winning.
Yeah, he's winning.
Any one of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, of course, but like, I think. Go ahead.
If Tony would get to the end, I think he's going to be really hard to beat, because it's based on the huge threats that they were coming into the game. I think that's going to matter once it comes time to vote.
And I think for the threat part, taking Michelle and Sophie right now into it, they're rated as like the lowest threats coming in because people don't think they should have won. But I think that's their strongest suit going into it at the merge.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. Michelle, Kim has always been and always will be one of my favorite players. I don't know. I just have always loved her, admired her since her season. I think that those people I see those people that are like not as big of threats right now, are obvious threats, are like huge threats in the end, because then they like know exactly when to like bite, they know when to like start going hard. Like I think like when Sandra got voted out, Danny, right? It was Danny that made the huge move.
Denise.
Yes, Denise. Sorry, I don't know. So when Denise did that, like now she thinks she's a threat. So like everybody's like every conversation, she just is like, I'm such a threat. I'm such a threat. Like I'm gonna get voted out. She's like freaking out, but I don't think she's like gonna be making another big move. Like I think that like, she's kind of like, okay, now I've made my big move. Now I'm just gonna worry about surviving because everybody wants to vote me out. But
Tony likes to say that. Tony likes to, she's the threat. She's the threat, not me. Just because she made a somewhat big move. She wasn't even the move saved her. Yes, it did. But she wasted an idol, and her and Jeremy wasn't even in a true. Yes, they were in an alliance, but it wasn't anything where they can exchange information.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you have a real alliance, you want to exchange information. Now, if they would have exchanged information, then she wouldn't have had to use two idols.
Right. Very
you know? So I don't get that how a lot of them this season, and I say this time and time again, it's like they don't want to tell each other anything. They're keeping everything a big secret, like you're playing by yourself. And back to Kim, I thought Kim had one of the greatest wins in Survivor history. People would say, who was the best winner in Survivor? I would say Kim. Now, watching her now is very frustrating because, like, what are you doing? She, on the beginning of the episode, the first or second episode, she breaks down and she cries because she's so stressed because she can't take a grab of what's going on around camp. And maybe she gets it together. I even put I said about Kim. She finally says, she makes a quote. Oh no. She says, at this point, like, really, Kim, at this point, there's one other person that you, like, she should have made. I thought she was going to switch with Denise and Jeremy. And if they would have done that, that would have been a crazy great alliance. Yeah. And get rid of Sandra or Tony. Then you have Kim with an idol. You have Denise with two idols. And you have Jeremy with an advantage where he can just get up and walk away. Mm-hmm. Look how strong that could be if you work together and then you merge, which is happening. So you have all that strength with all them tools to go further in the game. But she didn't do that. She decided to vote Denise out. So now she's saying, oh, at this point, yeah, okay, Kim, at this point, you have no other choice but to go with Denise and Jeremy. It's like she was pushed in going with Denise and Jeremy.
Yeah.
Instead of Sandra and Tony.
Kim is like good at, she's very like, I think she's good at when she's placed in a position like, okay, how can I mend this and this and this and reform a new alliance? And then like, I would hope that she just worked really well under pressure. And at first, like the first part of it, she was just like, okay, I'm just getting warmed up. I'm all flustered. I don't know where to go. Like now I don't know who has what. But now that she has like a good grasp on where things are and the mistakes she's made, she can go back and be like, okay, actually, she just has that kind of personality that she can go back to these people that she might have not made the best decisions with or might not have told other people certain things. She has a good way of just like having that social, that's what won her the game. She has that social ability of mending her
Not only that, she was good physically. Like she won like 4 or 5 challenges at the end of the game. Like she was really good.
Like fire. She's just goals, like always. But I think that I wouldn't really worry about what though she did say at this point, which you should have been like, now, you're freaking out. But like, I think now she's like, okay, I'm just excited to watch her play now with the merge. And now she has just like free reign of people. We really are going to see like her like social ability to just like.
Yeah. What did you think about her gameplay as a fan? Kim?
Man. I mean, I really hope her and Jeremy hit off where they went before the switch, because they were controlling the whole game on the one tribe. And if they can bring Denise in as a flex vote and still rock that same connections that they had before the switch going into the merge, I think they'll be perfect, but it's tough to say.
I think that Jeremy's going to be in a little bit of trouble at the merge because now he immediately becomes a huge threat in winning challenges.
He's been doing so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now like Jeremy, Tony, like all those guys are going to start becoming bigger threats. But Jeremy is such a good player, and I just like I don't know. He's fun to watch.
I mean, Jeremy, he made the right move by switching to Denise because he thought he was in trouble. The right Survivor 101 move is to switch. Now, every time I'm gonna go back in a few seasons when I played with my alliance. That's how I played, and I told them things. I have an idol. Let's vote this person. Let's do this. every time I played. The third time I played, production tried to tell. They were trying to tell me something I already knew. And it was me, Krista, and Stephanie, and that was it. They were splitting the votes. They had 4 votes. All I needed was 1 to switch, but that didn't happen. But I got mad at production because they said, Russell, what are you doing? You know you could save yourself. And I said, I don't play like that. It's either I take my alliance further in this game or I go home. So I didn't switch my name off on my alliance like Jeremy did. I decided to stay true to my alliance, and I went home. That's just how I play the game. And by Jeremy doing that, he saved himself. But also, Denise is like, I don't know so much. In her back in her mind, she's like, can I really trust this guy?
Yeah. Yeah, I think more people trust him though than like I don't know. I think he's in trouble, but I don't think that is gonna I don't think it's gonna mess up his game as much as we think. I don't know.
So you don't think he's in trouble now?
I don't think he's in as hot water as like other guys are, like Wendell. I mean,
okay. Name 3 people that's in trouble. The 3 bottom tier. Who's in trouble? The 3 at the bottom.
Okay, Wendell, Ben, and I might say Tony. I don't know.
Yeah, the same Tony, too.
Because I'd say
the guys.
Go ahead, you say yours.
I said I was going to say Wendell and Ben, but Denise. I just don't think her move with Jeremy that last round is really going to help her out much.
Yeah, I mean, I hope I'm wrong, but yeah, I think that's a good guess.
I think that it is Wendell, Tony, and Jeremy.
Okay.
Yep.
Poor Wendell.
I think Ben's fine. I don't know why, but I think Ben is solid with Sarah and Sophie. Solid.
Yeah. We haven't really talked much about Sarah.
Oh.
Yeah, she ain't. I mean, Sarah. She has an idol, don't she? No, she don't. No, Sophie has the idol.
Right. No, wait, Sarah,
she has something. Sarah has something.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what. Everybody has a little something.
I think
she's got to play a fire token for her to activate the. She's got to play a fire token to
extra
activate
vote.
the.
It has an extra.
Yes,
vote.
The extra vote. That's what it is.
And yeah. Oh.
That's
I love
big.
Sarah.
That extra vote. Look at that. I mean, I thought that Sarah, and Sophie are going to be on the bottom of whatever the 2 alliances are. I think that they're going to be on the bottom of that alliance. Mm-hmm. I think that Adam is going to. I think that Kim, at this point, Kim's going to align with Denise and Jeremy. I think Adam is going to go to Jeremy as well, and I think Michelle is going to go to Jeremy. So you're going to have an alliance of Nick, Michelle, Jeremy, Denise, Kim, and Adam against the bottom end of that, which would be Ben, Sarah, Sophie, Tony, and Wendell.
You don't think that Kim's going to align with Tony?
No way. I mean, you never know at this point because she did say at this time I need to switch with Denise and Jeremy.
Yeah.
But she could easily be the swing vote right there.
Mm-hmm.
She could possibly be the swing vote. But I think that if I was going to say who was the solid alliance, like my season, they had a solid alliance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what was your solid alliance, your solid 3 in your season?
Like with me?
Yeah.
It was.
Did you have a solid 3?
Mine was so much.
Did you have a solid 2?
I would say
who was your ride or die?
Well, I mean, I was wrong.
It would have been me. It would have been me. Just saying, and you would have won.
It's like Jonathan and like James would have been if he made it like more like to the merge. He would have been one of my closest, but like
you played the wrong season. You should have played season 19, and then you would have won.
No, I would have won, and then you would have been like
brought you to the end.
Yeah, I played with Jonathan and Laurel, but they were playing me, so it was just like that was just such a mess.
Right. So I think the strongest three, and I'm gonna get with you, Devin, who you think. I think it's Ben, Sarah, and Sophie.
Ben, Sarah, and Sophie.
It's I think Sophie and Sarah have a really good combination going into it if they stick together. But that's the question if.
The reason I say Ben and Sarah is because they were seen at Give Kids the World together the whole time. So it shows I'm bringing outside stuff into, just like CBS
we don't
is doing.
Know that.
Well, they sat there and said, if they ever do a winter season and we play together, we got each other's back.
But you gotta love Sophie. Sarah. I love Sarah because she is like the primetime swing voter. Like she will play if she has the opportunity to play that and the game plays to her advantage on being a swing voter, just like in Game Changers. Like she rocked Game Changers just on being that swing voter of switching alliances.
Well, Sarah just plays like 2 steps ahead always.
Yes.
There you are. You're in the comment section as Natalie White 2.0. $1 million in your bank. Thanks for nothing. Thanks for nothing. I got so mad at Natalie at some points because she never gave me credit for anything. I mean, I was like, Natalie,
at least
so you did all this on you did all this on your own, right? All this on your own. Yep. Like she would literally say that on radio station because we did a lot of radio afterwards. And I said, I got so mad at one point. I said, you know what? You should have my name tattooed to your ass because I'm the reason you got $1 million in the bank.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Dom. Unfortunately, she never got the tattoo. What can you do?
That goes on.
Yeah, but I think with Sarah, she plays like so far ahead, like 2 steps ahead. She's just so smart and acts so fast.
What is she doing now, though? You think she's playing a good game?
Oh yeah, I think like she's playing as good as she can right now. She's just like, she hasn't had to really do much besides like the challenges, like with Sophie, and they play right now really well together. I think Sophie feels safe with Sarah, and she knows that she wants to vote with her, though she might say in interviews, I don't know, should I tell her, should I not, blah, blah. She's like, oh, I'm telling her everything. Like I'm giving her my life.
Sarah's just quiet. She's very, like, at least in the interviews from a fan perspective, she is just quiet and very articulate, I guess, in what she's about to do. I mean, you don't see a lot of backstabbing, a lot of going around to try and get somebody else to vote another way. She's very quiet. She's very plans it out. Like you said, 2 steps ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. Right now, I'm just seeing her keeping the secret that she has the vote with her super close alliance. I just don't think that's good gameplay. Yes, there's times you should keep things a secret, but I don't think this is the time. It's also terrible if you have to be able to know what's going on, know what you can work with, know how you can save yourself. Like Parvati getting voted off with 2 fire tokens and a nullifier was crazy. Because why didn't she tell Nick, I'll give you an idle nullifier right now, and I'll give you 2 fire tokens when we get back. Just save yourself for that one time. The merge is about to happen.
Right.
Just let it all on the table. She has a full house in her hand, and she leaves the table.
I don't know. I know that's a very valid point, but I think that like she's just saving it for the merge. Like you want to show off all your skills in front of the people that are going to vote you to win, right? Like I think that she's just like,
yeah, but it's best. I mean, now she's gone, so.
Oh well, yeah, right, yeah, but I'm sorry, I'm still in like Sarah on my mind, but like.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I just was still thinking about her.
No. And Sarah she could even be saving it, but she's trusting Sophie. She could be a ride or die. when I have my ride or dies, they know everything that's going on. And that's why when I don't know everything, and then when something happens, all of a sudden Parvati pulls out another idol, and I don't know what's going on, then I get rid of one of them. And that's what happened to Danielle.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so then
toast to that.
You want to know,
cup?
And you want to know everything about your. Oh, okay. Yeah, nice cup. Where's mine, Russell?
I'm gonna get you one.
There. But whenever, like, if you wanted to know everything, you wouldn't have been like, drop your pants, show me your tokens, show me your idols, all that stuff.
I mean, that's you guys.
Without being inappropriate, Libby, without being inappropriate, what would you tell them if they said, drop your pants? What would you do?
Well, I would have, I don't know what, I probably wouldn't probably wasn't wearing. If I was on the island looking for the fire tokens, I like barely ever wore the pants. So it was just like, here we are. So.
Doesn't that throw up signs though, as people that have played?
Sorry, no, what did you say, Devin?
No, when you guys, like, if somebody does that, kind of like Boston Rob when he did the everyone at hand type of thing, doesn't that just throw up the biggest reddest flags of like, all right, we got to get this guy out of here or this person out of here when they do a move like that?
I guess.
What did you think about his gameplay? Rob's gameplay, like that super aggressive. Because I know you weren't a fan of mine, Libby. I've seen the interview.
I wasn't. I don't like when somebody's like, I'm gonna take everything, and like if he was like, okay, I'm gonna keep everybody basically like under security, like nobody talk, nobody move. We all know who's who. No more conversations. I'd have been like okay, this is ridiculous.
You had on Ghost Island on season 36. I watched the interviews. And I had like 5 people from that season say, who's your worst survivor? Russell Hand.
I think it was just.
And I was like, no, not Libby.
I mean, like, I think that it was just, you're an easy target to go and say that and start the conversation. You needed someone to talk about. I mean, if and plus it was just like.
No, it makes sense. I'm the easy one. You throw me under the bus. I'm fine with that. I'm the easy one to say. Russell Hands, you know? It's okay. It didn't hurt my feelings. I understood it.
Better be talked about than not talked about at all.
What about Nick?
Right?
What?
Where's Nick at in this whole situation?
Yeah, what happened to Nick? Nick's been, like, the first couple of episodes, we didn't hear anything about Nick. Nothing at all. Like, it was silence.
Yeah, but when he, like, but he's also so new. Like, he was probably just like, holy, I'm playing with Parvati. I'm playing with all these people. Like, now, I know that I won, but, like, now, if I would have been thrown in with all these people that I've been watching for years, I would have, like, freaked out, too.
You would have came after me. You came after me.
Like, no.
I guarantee you, Libby, if we would have played together, I guarantee you wouldn't have came after me because you would have been like, I want to work with them. Because I'm so, when I sit there and I say my spiel and I'm like, this is how I kind of want to play. This is what you tell me what you think about it. You think, and then it's always like, okay, let's do it. Like with Parvati. Parvati was a great player. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like I was pulling her all the way to the end. She had to make moves too.
Yeah.
And then we respected each other. Even in the secret scenes. Even in the secret scenes with Parvati, she says, she's talking to Amanda, and Amanda says, why don't you just get rid of Russell? And she says, we've been through too much, and he did so much for me that I'm not going to do that. So there is such thing as having some really strong connections on the island where you just don't want to get rid of this person. You want to go further in the game. It comes a point in time, and I understand you got to get rid of somebody who you think that may beat you. But nobody ever liked me out there, so you can take me to the end.
Okay. So now we know when we get to play together, we'll know what to do. Like I think that Dom kind of like pulled a little bit of that while I was on the island. He would come to me and be like, okay, so this person and this person are talking about you. And I want to tell you that if you want to mend this, like you need to jump, because like, I'm not saying that I'm voting with you right now, because we were like together for the Bradley vote. We were together like for a few other votes. Like, and he was like, I'm going to tell you, this is what's going to happen. But like, so I was like loyal to him. That's why I voted for him at the end. I was like, you know, like I think he played an more honest game than I knew Wendell did. So like, that's kind of like why I thought he deserved to win in my eyes. And so like he stayed and like was very honest to me whenever he didn't have to be. And so it was good.
Yeah. That's a good way to do it too. That's a good way to go up to someone, and that's a good strategic way to work with someone.
Mm-hmm. And really just like blind. I was like, wow, okay, this person is voting against me.
That would be more my style. If I played like that, my style would be more like that than it was. I would never. If people don't think I would change the way I play, that's just crazy. Like I wouldn't go out there and do a Boston Rob on everybody. It's just a bad play. It's a bad move.
Right. Like you're out there because you are us fans. Like you play like you play. If you didn't play like yourself, then people would probably not enjoy you as much. And like also kind of like think you're trying to be somebody you're not.
Boston
I would have to. I couldn't go out there. Yeah, but I couldn't go out there and play strategic. There's a few things I couldn't do. I couldn't go out there and go up to you, Libby, and say, hey, you and me to the end of this game. Just shake on it. I couldn't do that. And I couldn't run off looking for idol. I couldn't do that. I literally have to sit there and hope that other people get at each other without me doing anything. I got to almost hope for the best for the first week.
Yeah.
And every time I say that, people at the other end of the Survivor is like, yeah, that's about right. That's what you need to do. and I understand that, because look what we see. Tony at the beginning, he didn't run around and look for idols like he usually do. You know, he sat back and he was patient. And I think that somebody aggressive, Rob didn't play patient at all. Tony has been playing patient, and look, he's still in the game. So I would take, like Tony took a little from my playbook when he played. I would take a little from Tony's playbook and be a little bit more patient and understanding, and not, try to, because I am a loyal person. I proved that. So I would try to work my way with, just trying to get one step further in the game.
Yeah.
I couldn't align with you. I have to tell you now, because if I walk off with you, Libby, me or you, we're both gone.
Great.
I can't walk off with a pretty girl. It can never happen again in the history of Survivor. If I walk off with a girl, period, I'm gone. Johnny already told me I was gone if that happened.
Gone. He gone.
I'm gone. Just gone, just like that.
Wait. Okay, so we have people asking this about the two people coming back off of EO. So do you think that like two people are going to come back, one at the merge and then one like 3 episodes?
I think we're about to see, I think right off the bat, they're going to say, I don't know how they're going to break down the episode, but I think it's going to be immediately we see the merge, and the next thing we see is them fighting to get back into the game. And then when the merge feast is happening, we're going to see somebody walking up. Now, who do you want to see other than it being fun watching Rob walk up? And that would be exciting because everybody will freak out. Who would you want to see walk up that could actually put themselves in a position and go for in this game? I'll give you mine first. 2. I'm going to give you 2. I think that Tyson would be a good one to walk up. And I think Natalie would be a good one to walk up. No, I think for themselves, even if you don't like her, who would your 2 be?
2. I would say I would love Parvati or Tyson to walk back in.
Yeah. But Poverty walks back up. So that's just huge. If Natalie walks back up, then everybody's like, it'd be really fun if Amber walks back up.
Oh.
That ain't happening though. But it'd be fun.
Yeah.
Man, I almost got to go Natalie twice. Like, man, the way she fought back in that the challenge up to the mountain and back, man.
That challenge was a beast.
Yes, get that lady back in the challenge. Get her back into.
You guys don't know. You guys don't know. Libby knows. That challenge had to be one of the hardest in the history of the game. Gosh. That challenge was unbelievable because you don't know the state. Libby, do you remember when they make us walk to tribal council and then they say, hey, turn around, let's get another take. Make you walk back in the sand.
16 pounds in 20 days. And I'm pretty positive it's from how many times I've walked back and forth from the boat to tribal and then back and then forth.
And that's not that far of a distance. No, they were walking uphill both ways in the snow. They were doing a lot you have no energy whatsoever. You have no sleep. You're sick, you're tired, want to go home. And Ethan completing that challenge was a miracle compared to where he was a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
So if I was going to say who would do the best, who do you think would do it wouldn't be Poverty. She's going. It wouldn't be, I don't know. Tyson's so smooth. Maybe he can get his way back. When I played with Tyson and he made that move, the historic move by changing the vote, when I changed his mind by saying I was going to vote for Poverty, Tyson is a great guy. And he's funny and he's easy to get along with. I remember laying there, heroes versus villains with Rob and Sandra, Tyson, Poverty, Courtney, laying there, listening to all of them. And I'm like, how am I here? Because I'm not nearly as charming as these people are. Like, they were all so funny and so charming. It was amazing. And you know how it is when you're playing with you. It's Survivor's chosen from thousands and thousands of people. So all of them are super charming and super talkable. Was it like that for your season?
Cool. I mean, I think that if Yul came back, he would do really well. I think that he didn't realize, whenever he just didn't realize that, like, how much he scared Nick with his genius alliance plan. Like, I think that if he came back, then he would do really well. Well,
they got rid of Yul because he started playing strategically.
Right.
So I think that I think that would carry over, and they would be like, I think the best one would be the one that isn't going to threaten anyone. And to be honest with you, I think the one that would have a better shot coming back would be Amber. Because who would go out? Let's go after Amber. Why? Why are we going after Amber right now when we have all these threats? You know?
Yeah. That's a really valid point. Like, somebody who got voted out first because they weren't able to really help
this is funny.
With any of the
I'm going to explain this right here. It says Tyson said that I killed a chicken in a very ugly way. Okay. I'm going to explain that because that did happen. And after it happened, everybody was so upset with me. So I was grabbing the chicken. We used to have 100 chickens in it. We used to raise chickens. So we used to have not even 100, like 300. So that all I ever dealt with was chickens for a long period of time. So when I had the chicken, I grabbed them by the neck. You don't supposed to grab the chicken by the neck, you grab them by the feet. But when I grabbed them by the neck, it jumped up and it scratched me. And the only thing that I thought, I apologize, the only thing I thought at that time was I immediately thought, this chicken is going to take me out of this game. Because you get any scratches out there, you're getting infected, you're going home. So immediately, I took that chicken and I slammed them up against the tree. Now, I didn't know people would watch me, but I slammed them like bam, bam, like a bunch of times until there was no more chicken.
So there was no more chicken. feathers everywhere.
But then everybody's like, everybody, I didn't know they were looking. They all look at me like, Parvati, what did you do? Why'd you do it like that? I was like, it scratched me. We're going to eat it anyway. I guarantee you eat it. Not worried about eating it. So we ate the chicken. And I can't believe Tyson is saying that publicly, because I thought that would be a big secret. And then when we went and did the confessionals, they were making a big deal about it. I didn't want to talk about it. Then I said, well, maybe I'll get a lifetime supply of Popeye's chicken.
Chicken. I mean, hey, it's Texas chicken.
So I wasn't letting the chicken take me out the game. It wasn't going to happen.
The worst. That'll be the worst thing. I don't blame you, but like, I get it. That's really funny. Wait, do you live in Texas?
I live in Texas, yes. I live in a little town called Dayton, right outside of Baytown.
So I grew up on the other side of Houston. My family lives in Waco now.
Okay. Where?
East Bernard. Nobody knows where that is. It's really small.
East Bernard in Houston? It's like
southwest of, like, close to Rosenberg, Sugarland area.
Where are you now?
Nashville, Tennessee.
Are you singing now?
Oh, absolutely not. Nope. I
thought everybody goes to Nashville for their singing career.
Oh, they do. Yeah. I train singers.
You guys are both making a mistake. You got to get up to Minnesota. We walk on water up here. All right. The only other person that does that is Jesus.
I haven't left my house in a while. I'm taking the quarantine thing pretty serious. Are you?
I work in medical field, man.
Oh yeah, he works in the medical field. So thanks for your service.
Thank you.
I mean, nowadays you gotta. It's almost like the military. You gotta be like, thank you for your service, man.
Man, I always tell everyone, man, it's like, I'm the maintenance director, but nurses, man, this is what they live for. Like, you don't got to thank them for their service. This is like what they live for. So they're all amped, like they're ready to try and fight it, the best they can. So
yeah. Bossier City, Louisiana. I'm no Bossier City, Louisiana.
Mm-hmm. Our bars are all closed. I'm really reading some of the comments, like everything's closed. Nashville's like a ghost town. Broadway is completely shut down. I go to my studio, and our studio only seats the three of us, the studio owner and then our DJ, and we do live workouts every day. And but now we're turning.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Tell everybody where they can watch your live workouts.
Oh yeah. You can work out with us every day at 9 a.m. Central Time on F45 Midtown Nashville. So it's F45 Training Midtown Nashville. And that's our Instagram. And we have so much fun with it. We actually are going to be moving more to a virtual workout, like with our members, but we have been posting a lot of workouts. And so we're live. We have a DJ. It's just Nino and I, and we have a really good time. So kicks our butt. I mean, I'll be working out every day now until this quarantine is over. So that kind of no rest days, but it's okay. We have a good time.
No, that's good. That's good. I've seen a few of them. I watched it work out a few times. Felt like I was being weird. I'm like, I got watching people. That's what we got to do nowadays. We're watching people. That's what
everybody else.
They just did that thing on Fox. What they all saying. I thought it was pretty cool. I enjoyed it because I like the fact that people are still trying to entertain other people that's sitting at home, and it's you can't have this on your mind. It would drive you crazy if you constantly think about this virus. You need to just go forward and the thing you're doing. That's cool. People, they can't go to their gyms anymore. So it's perfect.
Yeah. I mean, we're having to literally once we move it virtually, I'm pretty much making people's schedule all day long. Like when they're going to work out, when they're going to stretch, what they're going to eat, what they're going to do. Cause now they're paying for it. So I have to basically develop a routine for them. And it's going to be a lot of fun because people are literally going insane. Like they look forward to our workouts right now. It's kind of keep getting them through the day. Okay, at least I know I'm going to tune in at 9 o'clock because I'll make sure I work out. So it's really just such a weird time, but
it's also a great time though, because I feel like, for me and my wife, we kind of forgot like the reason you got together, the reason we got together, and you lose yourself in the moment of the day-to-day life, where now at the time where you get some extra time because you're forced to be home, you get to be closer and you get to remember the good times.
Yeah, 100%.
Is this your right here? I just work out with Libby.
Yeah.
Is that it right there?
Sure. That's my Instagram. Yeah. And they can find our gym on Instagram.
You guys want to follow her? There's her Instagram right there. I just posted it. Write it down. And you can find her workout through there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So who is officially who's going home? You get the one person. Who's going home and who's coming back from EOE?
Okay. I think Wendell is going home.
Okay. Do you not?
I think he's going home. And I think that.
Did you vote for Wendell?
No.
Okay. So you didn't think he played the best game?
I didn't know Wendell's game. I really didn't see it ever.
Okay.
Except for
I respect that. Do you stand by your vote?
Yes.
Okay.
For sure.
I like the ones that stand by their vote, unless they voted against me.
You really did. You really were supposed to win. Yeah.
Right.
I definitely stand by my vote. And then who I think is coming back from EOE. I have this really feeling that Boston Rob is gonna just come back and we're all just gonna be like,
man.
I don't want to call it, but I just have this feeling.
It would be so. Hey, me and Rob has our trouble. We have our he didn't play too well of a game against me. I played him in Heroes versus Villains, and I took him out easily. But he's in a super aggressive. I seen the aggression in him right off the bat. I mean, yeah. I'm from the South. You ain't gonna talk to me like that. You ain't gonna push me around like that. It just doesn't happen. And he immediately tried to do that to me. So, but saying all that, I would think that would be the most epic thing this season so far. Watching Rob walk back while they're eating their little meals.
Dang, I really do. I mean, and the producers, everybody knows that, if he came back, it would just be but of course,
they say me and you should team up on Amazing Race. You game?
You gonna play Amazing Race?
Good. I'm ready.
I want to go on Amazing Race so bad. That would be crazy. I have a couple of friends who've been on Amazing Race. They that would be awesome. Let's go travel the world.
Let's go. Shoot, I'm ready.
I think.
So what do you think? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with Boston Rob. Mm-hmm.
So is that what your heart says, or is that what your mind says? Because we all want to see a good episode, and that is what we want to see.
Okay. My heart doesn't say that. My mind says it. I'm thinking okay, that sounds good, but I don't want it to. I want to see like Tyson or someone come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you
Denise
think?
is gone.
What do you think?
Denise is gone. She will be out.
Okay.
She has really. She has no alliance going in. She's kind of unless you want to use her as a swing voter for your alliance, but otherwise she's an easy target. As much as I'd love to see Boston Rob, I think he'd be the first person voted out unless he had another 9 Adams on the island. Right. But man, I think Natalie's going to get back in. I think I don't know, man. She is just one strong chick.
She's gonna be hard to beat.
Yeah.
Yes.
If it's any kind of challenge, it's gonna be some type of challenge where it's 3 stages. Last stage is gonna be a puzzle. So, I mean, that fares really well for Rob.
He's so good at those. Yeah.
Man, so, Rob lost him though the first few challenges this season.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be okay with Natalie getting back for sure. Tyson, I mean, he's eating peanut butter, so.
Yeah, that was so funny. I mean, like, everyone watched me eat that peanut butter. I was like, oh my gosh, he's literally going to eat the entire thing.
Right.
Wow.
He's also, do you think that was a good move or bad move, him eating that peanut butter, using that fire token?
I think it's pretty good. That's a lot of protein, man.
Right before a physical challenge. And
but now he has another fire token. So he could have had 2 fire tokens. That peanut butter is gone. That peanut butter is 6 days old and out of his system at this point. So does he get another round of peanut butter?
Well, I mean, he was like diminishing, but
at this point, I think he has to go with the peanut butter because, I mean, the advantage is like 3 tokens for like one advantage.
Go for the peanut butter.
What Rob should do is he's going to get Amber's tokens. I guarantee it. And what he should do is he should take how many tokens? I think she has 2.
She has 2
or 3?
No, he has 3, right?
He has 3, and Amber has maybe 2.
Yeah.
Quite a little bit.
Yeah.
But if he can gather some other tokens somehow, Rob could literally go in with an advantage, or if he says, you know what, I'm going to win this challenge on my own, I'm going to take them 3 tokens, and I'm getting an idol. So when he gets in the game.
What happened? There's no way people gave up looking after Rob said he didn't get any fire tokens. I mean, people have to know he got those fire tokens.
Oh, they're still looking. They're going to look.
You think so?
And how are they hiding things nowadays? I feel like they're hiding it like I used to hide the eggs for my children going Easter egg hunting.
Bob turns around. There's one. Oh.
Yeah. I just turned around and looked, and wow.
You really think everyone thinks that nobody found
how you put the egg? You know how you put the egg in the tree and you put it on the crease of the tree when you have your 3-year-olds hunting for Easter eggs?
There. Look, I don't see it.
Yeah, right? Look up.
Oh, there. Like,
yeah, I feel like it's the same style of hiding things these days.
Yeah.
So, and I think that, man, what I hope and what I.
They freeze.
I mean, if fire tokens are that valuable, though, Libby, are you going to keep? I mean, people would keep looking for them, and the directing team would keep shooting it, right? I mean,
yeah. I mean, I think that people just now want to have something that they can collect. That it's like you don't stop. I wouldn't give up anything for those.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Rob coming back. I think he's gonna come back.
I think he's just back, just like you say. They're gonna be eating, and then dun dun dun, there he comes.
And what he's gonna do, if he thinks he can win this challenge without that, because 3 tokens get you an advantage. Okay, he gets 1 token. Let's say he does an advantage. He tells Amber, "Give me your token. I'm gonna eat ice. I'm gonna eat peanut butter." So he gets to eat peanut butter, and he gets an advantage into the challenge. If he does that, if they do it that way, which he's going to do that. Or he could say, give me your token. I'll eat peanut butter. I'll take these 3 tokens and I'll buy an idol, because 3 tokens buys you an idol. So when he's in the game, he knows he's in trouble. He plays it. He gets 1 step further in the game, and he has, maybe he plays different. I don't know. I don't see him playing different, but
I see him playing different. Like, oh, you guys, I'm at the bottom. Like, let me just vote for you. I'll vote for you however you want. Like, I don't see him doing that.
You don't think he'll say that? Whatever you guys want. I don't care no more.
No. He's always been so, like, every time I've watched like any of his moves, like he is like, okay, I'm back. Like, why don't we do this? Like,
then why didn't you say his name instead of mine?
What?
Why didn't you say his name instead of mine?
Well, I don't know Russell. You wanted me to say his name? And then you were like, wait, why don't you want to say me? You're glad I talked about it.
I'm good. Look at you.
Oh gosh.
Man, you gotta respect Boston Rob isn't great, but that kindergarten move, man, of making sure everyone stays in the same spot. That's just, I mean, we're talking like first, second grade stuff. Like,
yeah,
it's pretty weak.
I know, like, I don't know what's going to happen. He's going to come in if he comes in, he's definitely going to be coming back in with an advantage. And then then just kind of like.
That would be fun. That would also be a hell of a move. I would think it would be in the top 5 of greatest moves if he actually uses them 3 tokens, not for an advantage to get in the game, uses them 3 tokens for an idol, and then wins on his own and gets back in the game with an idol. Now, that would be solid.
Epic.
Yeah. So you don't think a girl is going to win this season?
What?
Do you think that a girl is going to, if it's not Boston Rob, do you think a girl is going to win this season?
Yes. I think a girl wins. I think it could be Michelle. I think we may be seeing a winners at it.
Wow. I think Michelle is starting to get a winners at it. Like, for sure. I just like, man, that would be.
Dang, I need to start talking to her more. $2 million.
$2 million. She, like, I mean, I think she's getting winners at it, but like, also, I'm always going to go for Kim. I think Kim is just like the best, and like, she's just not getting at it right now because Michelle's about to be voted out, and
they're trying to get it together.
Yeah.
Get it together.
Yeah. Like, I would love to see her win. I just think she's so good and she knows the game and she just like is the essence of Survivor. I think like I'd love to see her win.
Sarah, man.
Sophie too.
Sarah. Devin.
If Cops Are Us does not backfire on Sarah on a second time, she'll win. But I just don't think she bought into Cops Are Us with Tony right away. And I think that's going to backfire on her.
Oh.
Unfortunately,
I think her downfall is going to be the Cops Are Us. Aligning with Tony is going to be her downfall.
And she did win the first time.
Yeah. No, because she had 100%. Everybody knows it. She even said it at her live show that me and Tony talked every day before we went and played. And it was like what? So, yeah, and they did for sure this time talked every day before they played. A lot of stuff happened that season. Brad Culpepper, Troyzan, and Sarah was flown to his house he flown them all to his house, and they stayed there for a while, took them out to eat. They had a great time. They had it down with their pregame alliance, and look who goes to the end. A pregame alliance is super strong if you stay loyal to it.
Yeah, I love Brad Culpepper, man.
So Libby, you got to stay loyal to it.
Got to stay loyal. Okay. Noted. Goes to the end. Start to finish.
Okay. Well, I guess that's it. We got who does have? I had Rob coming in the game and getting voted out will be, if it can't be Rob, because they may say something like, we're going to tribal, you're going to tribal, but who comes back from EOE doesn't have to participate because they're safe. Mm-hmm. So if they do say something like that, I think Wendell goes home. I think Michelle's the reason. I hope that they show it. I hope they put it all into play where Michelle does it for the ladies. To tell you the truth, she needs that girl power. It needs to happen. All them ladies that got their broke heart. All them guys that sit there and say, oh, we were just kicking it. All that. It's time for her to be like, that was a $2 million mistake, my friend.
Yeah,
should have been more than kicking it with me.
Yeah. And Wendell, I can't wait to chat with him after this. All the want to hear.
So that's it, and we appreciate Libby. Appreciate you coming on the show. This was fun. I think we may need to do this. If you would want to, we could do this every week.
Hey, we can do this every week.
we're about to have a sponsor. It'd be sponsored by whatever, Libby and Russell. And you can come every once in a while.
Devin, we want you back on too.
Sponsored by the Russell Hans Show. Everyone, go be a patron.
Yeah,
you will not be disappointed. Honestly, you could find $5 in your couch right now to come and join to be a patron. Like,
and I'm always on. So yeah, I'm always on a Patreon group. We have things we do all the time. I even post. I might record myself saying all kind of crazy things about Sandra or whatever. Then I'll post it only on there because I don't want it to get too much hate. I do things like that.
Have you seen the Tiger King yet?
Oh my God! I just did a podcast on the Tiger King. Carol Baskin. This is dedicated to Carol Baskin. We all hate Carol Baskin. So I just did a podcast, and I'm putting it only where the patrons can hear it on the Patreon page about talking about the Tiger King. Did you enjoy the Tiger King?
I'm not done yet, so I can't. I'm not done yet, so I have to wait to finish. But I know
apparently, and a lot of people are going to get this. If you ain't watched it yet, you might not get it. But apparently, all I need is a baby tiger, and I can have any woman in Las Vegas that I want.
Yeah, I saw that episode.
Right?
I mean, Lauren or something.
Yeah, apparently we've been all doing it wrong. Now all you need is a baby tiger and a room at Las Vegas, and you said, you can to get either gender. You can go male, you can go whatever you want. Because Joe, the Tiger King, he got 2 guys to fall in love with him with only a little bit of meth and a baby tiger.
Okay. And neither one of them were okay. They were both liked women. They were just like, hey, as a tiger, let's get married.
So I don't know for sure if you need the meth to go with the baby tiger to get the ladies, but I'm sure those aren't the type of ladies you really want.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah,
but
just stick with the baby tiger.
So I'm gonna go get a tiger. Just no, Charlie's all I really need. Charlie's all I need.
Right. All right. Well, we appreciate you coming on, and maybe we could do this again. It was fun.
Sure.
I'm enjoying the season. I think that it's not like a heroes versus villains type season, but I am enjoying it.
Mm-hmm.
I think they if Rob comes back, it could all explode. The whole thing could get 10 times better, and they know that. So I don't know if production would do a little slide of the hand to get him back. The magic.
Back. We'll see.
Like,
I know, messy, but it would be very. Yeah.
Right.
Well, Russell, thank you so much for having me on. This was
no problem.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, nice meeting you, Libby.
Don't forget
I'll be checking in on your workout page.
See you tomorrow.
Check out Libby's workout page. Wash your hands 30 seconds. Don't touch your face. That's all that's all we got for you. Keep hope alive.
All right.
See y'all later.
Bye.
All right.